We're live. Alrighty, welcome to 1d4 plus 1.
Just checking to make sure the stream's not running. That's an ad.
That's not the stream.
No, well, the stream's running if there's an ad.
Yep.
Get out of my way.
This is actually technically Dresbahn.
Dresbahn.
A 1d4 plus 1 adventure. I'll be
Dresbahn.
running this. Insanity. Same story, second verse. Third verse, I guess.
Dresbahn forever.
Dresbahn forever.
Sponsorship Dresbahn.
So, a little bit of background on Dresbahn. It's a an island continent somewhere in between, approximately the size of Australia. It sits south and west of, which one was it? Was it Bashar?
Southwest of the Vale of Jinn.
Right. It's approximately a 5.5 month journey by ship. So it's a good distance off of the mainland. The three of you, for various reasons, have decided to hop on the most recent merchant fleet, I suppose you could say. They send about 3 ships back and forth every 6 months or so to kind of augment the storehouses of Dresbahn itself. And with the war going on in Core, the bunks on these ships have been in high demand. As of late, you were all accepted due to a presumed value that you will offer to the new world in Dresbahn. So you've been on this ship for about 5.5 months. You know that you're nearing the island. So yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, I'm seasick. Still.
Probably after 5.5 months.
Yep.
Actually, I'm gonna try this job.
Oh no, I untied my shoe.
That's fine. You're a monk. You don't wear shoes.
Yes, I do. I wear some sweet sneaks.
You're super
I
stylish.
designed them myself.
Super stylish, sweet sneaks.
PP sneaks.
Yote. What?
A sneakerhead monk. Very good.
Pretty much. And a lot of... No, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say a lot of heads. Monk.
A lot of hats.
I wear a lot of hat. I can wear hats. Yes, I have a head. So,
Do you have hat proficiency?
throwing hats.
Throwing
yes.
hats. Okay, even better.
Hell yeah.
Odd job over here.
Perfect.
That's like a Mortal Kombat.
Paint me a picture.
All right. It's cold, freezing even.
Damn.
Despite the chilled numbness in your fingers, your lungs burn. You're underwater. You don't know how far under the surface you are or how long you've been here. The salt water stings your eyes as you strain to glimpse the surface. You can hear dull thuds from above. I need you all to make an athletics check.
Ha ha.
Oh.
Ha ha.
Off the bat.
First rolls! First rolls!
Yeah, first roll with a minus modifier.
8.
Hey, 14.
Hang on. Oh, sweet Jesus. Someone give me a d20.
Which one would you like? I've got.
Wait, I got one.
Do you want the gray one?
2 stuff.
Athletics save or check?
Check.
Check.
Athletics check.
Athletics is a number. It's an 18. I rolled an 18.
Wow.
Cool.
Dope.
Alright, you rolled an 8.
I rolled an 8.
Cool. So the two of you, the ocean burns as you break the surface, gasping for air. I need you to make another athletics check.
4. Did I die?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Brian, you're dead
You got
now.
a backup character ready, right?
I got something.
A few seconds later, you see another head pop through the waves. The smell of brimstone greets you as you cough up seawater. As you tread water, attempting to get your bearings, you're all dragged out of the water and into a lifeboat. The sailor yells unintelligibly, and the boat lurches forward. The air is thick with smoke as the three of you are hauled onto the ship that has been your home for the past 6 months. What do you do?
So the ship's like capsized in front of us, or it's just like destroyed?
The ship you are on appears to be have taken maybe some minor damage. The deck is in chaos. There are sailors running around everywhere.
And there's a soldier in the boat that we're pulled into.
There are no soldiers. They're just
Or ship hand.
yeah, just like crew members. They've kind of just like roughly tossed you up on the deck. You're all just sopping wet.
Is there a blanket nearby?
Make an investigation check.
20.
Yeah, there is. There's there's just a blanket sitting on the ground next to you. Like,
I crawl over and I'm bundled.
okay.
I'm not sharing with anyone though. I'm just bundled.
Okay.
Just like still coughing up seawater.
You're not only are you still coughing up seawater, but the smoke is just overbearing.
What the hell happened?
Are you like grabbing a
Saying
sailor?
that to the sailor, yeah.
He looks back to you and says, "We were attacked. I think it might be pirates."
With the brimstone smell in the air, it was pirates.
I certainly hope so.
Fuck me.
Then his head explodes.
Oh,
You hear a crack, and he topples to the ground. I need you all to roll for initiative.
oh boy.
So here's the thing. I haven't thought or even tried a character voice yet, so I am sitting silently right now.
Perfect.
Coughing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nat 20.
Hey, nice.
10. Yep. You got it.
Is there
Yep.
There is. Perfect.
Yeah, that's why I keep it on screen mirroring.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, you can't do this.
I don't want these. I never want these.
All right.
Where are
So you guys would be somewhere kind of in the middle section here.
I'm over here coughing.
There are other fairly well armed crew members, maybe some sort of Marines around. All right, John, was your initiative?
Nat 20 plus 3, so 23.
23. Fan-flip-tastic. Brian?
10 total.
Becca?
12.
Cool. All right then. So as this sailor topples to the ground, you see coming in classic pirate fashion. Oh, I guess I should change the camera.
It's fine.
Was that some special scan trip? Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I keep using it.
Okay. I was just like, as I said, for instance, now it's hitting 2 people. I was just like, is it a cantrip?
It is, but they
Right.
have to be within 5 feet of each other.
Yeah.
If you do 2. That's it. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Could run away.
I got up though. That was my movement.
That's half your movement.
Okay,
Could
I'm
run
gonna.
away, or you could just hide.
Here's the deal. I'm gonna like move this way a little bit.
Okay.
And like kind of that.
Yeah, get some bodies between you. Fantastic. Cool.
I'm behind the boy.
oh, shieldy boy.
Yep.
The sailor here is going to rush up next to you and strikes out with his scimitar, hitting and doing a decent bit.
Okay, now we're good.
Glad to hear it.
Something's cutting with the feed, though. We should be okay now.
So he kind of looks at you and goes, "We've got this," and then he slashes out and gives this half orc a good cut
Do
along the
you?
arm.
Do you?
He's trying to be optimistic. Why can't you just let him be optimistic?
I'm going to die.
I feel like Peaberry is not optimistic.
I meant to grab this earlier. Damn. I genuinely hate to use this figure.
Oh boy.
But don't worry, it's not the person it was used for before.
Commander of this.
Literally,
We're all gonna die.
Commander, this was on this ship the whole time.
When he was here, then he was. Oh no!
there's 2 of them.
I've got.
Is that his brother?
I need to
Twins,
change
twins,
something.
twins.
Just radically altered the story.
So you see a man in just a tunic and breeches rushes out wielding a mace and a shield, and he's yelling a war cry, and he just brings this mace down on the pirate there.
He just came from below deck.
Yeah, he bursts out of like a door about right there. So
Okay.
and let's dump a little something here. Let's do a little thing.
Do a little dumping on the poop deck.
Oh.
Not funny.
Mick Jagger is also on this boat.
Famous pirate captain Mick Jagger, who I mean,
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean wise, definitely looks like you have to fit into that.
Just strolls out of his cabin
You're
like.
not wrong. Alrighty then. So he
Sees you miss, I should hit. No! Make a hit. Yes!
That's his dissonant whispers.
He rushes out of this. He just bursts out of the door, just yelling, and brings this mace down on this on the sailor, or on the pirate. And you see a burst of light as he hits.
Paladin boy.
So they're fancy.
The
Smite.
this sailor is definitely not looking too good.
Smite, smite,
Sailor
smite,
or
smite,
the
smite.
pirate?
Sorry, pirate. Dang it.
That's what you get for doing nauticals.
I know.
Didn't you learn
Nauticals.
a lesson
Yeah.
from when I did nauticals?
Nope. Apparently not.
Nauticals is a word.
Kids don't do nauticals.
Nauticals is definitely a word. It's nautical,
man.
but more of them.
It's canonical.
Cool. Okay, I'm not even gonna roll damage for that. So this sailor, pirate. Dang it!
Illegal sailor.
Illegal.
The bad boy.
The BB.
The BB.
The bad boy.
Rushes up and skewers this sailor
Oh no!
through the back.
That's where optimism would get you.
No, the other guy was the optimistic one.
They
That
know
was
each other.
pessimistic Pete that just died, so don't
Oh.
worry.
He was friends with racist
With
man.
racist Ralph.
Bigoted Bill. Bigoted Bill.
Oh man. All right then. Ryan, Sundus, excuse me.
All right.
Just put your guys' names down as your names in this.
Yeah, you fool.
Unarmed.
I want to
Nope, you can't.
Dance.
move around this guy, not get out of his range. Can I get right here?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to kind of trounce around him.
You'll have advantage on your attacks because you're flanking.
Yeah. And I'm going to smack him real good with... Well, I'm first going to run around and just kind of have my sword out as I go, and then just try and slice up on him.
Great. Go ahead and roll.
From neighbor
As
to
you
shop.
do.
14. That is a total of 17.
That definitely hits.
Okay. Can I just roll my second attack? Unless I'm
Go
going
ahead.
to kill him. I don't think I will. Oh, good thing I have advantage. That 20!
Ah!
It went from a 1 to a 20. So.
Booyah.
It's like cartoon, like dink, dink, dink.
So the second one would be your unarmed,
Yep,
correct?
that is correct. I rolled max damage on the first,
Beautiful.
and not so great on the second. Minimum damage. So that's a total of 9 piercing and 5 bludgeoning.
Okay.
As I just like
Decent.
take my sword, run it kind of close to the ground, slice up, grab it, and use the hilt to smash him in the back.
Fantastic. And you, so with his attention kind of turned to the sailor, you're able to get in 2 solid hits. And he looks at you, and he like you can see he's having trouble focusing. Like, did someone get the number of that truck that just hit me?
I'm the truck.
I am the truck. Be the truck. This pirate is going to rush up.
Pistol whip him.
Hit him with it.
100% I want to.
I don't know how this thing works.
You think I don't know how this works? Just holding the barrel pointing.
Yeah.
Oh man. The best part is you. No, never mind. I'm not gonna say anything.
You don't know how this works.
All right, that is a 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
You are, in fact, you're able to just dodge out of the way as his scimitar skips off the railing that you're next to. If someone wouldn't mind moving this boy next to him.
Oh, bad.
Thank you. He's gonna make an attack on Optimistic Owen.
Oh no.
You were literally the one good sailor.
He's like, wow.
Everyone else was terrible.
Wow.
Wow.
The scimitar slashes down, but Owen deftly parries it off.
Oh
to the
wow, Owen.
Owen's fucking-
Wow.
Owen came here to fucking throw down.
side. Yeah. All right then. The pirate next to Sundus. Why don't you go ahead and make an unarmed attack for me? Because he rolled a 1, so I'm going to give you
Okay.
a free attack on him.
I'm going to use my inspiration to
Fantastic.
punch him more.
Punch him well.
Oh, nice. That got me up to a math is hard. That got me up to a 17.
Oh, that hits.
Yes. I didn't know what their AC was, and I only got like a 12. I was like,
Well, that is their AC.
oh, well, it doesn't matter then.
Funny story. These are the. Oh no, actually, there's slightly.
Oh, max damage.
I'm using these as points of inspiration. I've got yours back now.
Nice.
Oh, that's neat.
Cool. But yeah, 7 bludgeoning damage.
7.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
maxing.
So he strikes out at you, and his foot like kind of gets caught on a loose floorboard, and
Ships, man. They don't build
you're
them
able
like
to
they
just
used to.
after coming down with the hilt of your short sword, you just kind of like look over and pop him in the jaw. He doesn't look too great. And John, you're up.
I am going to pull out one of my other daggers and just try to jab it up this guy's ribs.
Prison shank him.
Yep.
Just his ribs?
Oh, not great. That's only 10.
10 does not hit.
Okay.
So you attempt to shank him, and he just kind of takes a step back, and you miss.
I shrug.
He shrugs back because he missed, you missed. You're all like, eh.
I hold the gun probably wrong, pointing at him to end my turn.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
With the, handle as a club, almost?
Yes. 14.
Oh, okay, cool. Noted. All right.
Does the pirate know how the gun's supposed to be held?
He
Maybe.
does, but with that intimidation check, I'm gonna say he's holding it the right way.
Okay.
Magic!
That's pretty good. All right. Well, the pirate next to Golden Boy there swings, and his strike is easily blocked by the shield that is being wielded. Next up, the beefy boy over there is going to take a strike at Sundus and a strike at good old Owen.
Beefy boy.
Beefy boy.
Half orc, right?
Big boy.
Yes.
Ragtime, beefy, oh, beefy.
Oh my god.
All
I forgot
right.
to send you a pin that I found that if it gets funded, I need to get for you.
Oh?
It's a double-headed brat or
Uh-huh.
battle axe, and it says I swing both ways.
Yes! Yes! I absolutely need it in my life. Amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my
So
God.
the first strike at Sundus misses. The second slams into Owen's hip, and he kind of adjusts to the side. He doesn't look too good, but he's still kicking. Peaberry, you're up.
Oh no.
Oh, and use your axe.
Alright, I'm going to move
a scimitar.
over here. Beep, 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 pop. And I'll cast... Are they within 5 feet of each other?
No.
No. Okay, well, I'll cast Acid Splash at this boy.
All right.
Is that your only damaging spell?
Cantrip.
Oh, okay.
I'm not wasting my level 1 spell slots right now.
Same.
He rolled a 12.
It doesn't save!
Heyo.
He takes 1d6 acid damage.
Go for it.
1.
6!
Nice.
How do you kill him?
Yeah! I inch over with my blanket. And I just and then I acid him and he falls off the side of the boat.
So you coat his face and chest in acid after this awkward and ineffective exchange between him and your tiefling friend here.
Uh-huh.
And he kind of recoils, and you see his eyes go wide, and he starts screaming and just topples over the edge.
And then I'm gonna turn to you and I'll be like, gimme the gun.
I shrug and hand it to you. I don't know what I'm doing with it.
Are you an adult or are you a child or a teenager?
I'm like a middle, young adult of a
Okay.
gnome.
So it's 18-year-olds give me the gun. And you're like, okay.
This seems legit.
I think I'm not that old either. So
Gimme.
I don't know.
Out of my blanket,
I hand the gun to the strange acidic caterpillar.
Oh, that's too good.
Excellent. I have the gun.
All right, done.
And I'm done. That's it. That's all for me.
Cool. This guy is going to... let's see. He's going to rush over to... No, he is going to... Not your beefy boy. Again, as he rushes up the stairs to this deck and swings out, this paladin you have gathered just deflects it fairly easily with his shield. Sundus.
I don't know what
You're
voice
up.
yet.
You
I'm
sounded,
still kind of
you
working
know,
mine out a little bit.
You
Hey, that's
sounded
fine.
like the heads from Spirited Away.
Oink,
That-
oink,
yeah.
oink, oink.
That's what you sounded like.
Yeah, so just gonna go ahead and try and do a very similar maneuver to the first one that I did on this guy.
Go for it.
Do I get advantage because of the flanking?
Yes, you do.
Thank God. Oh no, a 1 and a 2.
Oh boy.
So that's my short sword.
That definitely misses.
Better on my unarmed 19 plus change.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
6 bludgeoning.
How do you kill this half-orc?
I go ahead and I just like try and slash down at him, and it just like misses and kind of gets stuck in the wood. So I just go ahead and I just headbutt him right in the dick.
You, oh man. I'm trying to figure out a way to describe this that won't give me nightmares of being...
It works.
It works.
Excellent.
You see him, he just kind of like goes blank in the face and crumples to the ground.
Excellent.
Very, very no longer in this fight.
Wow. Way to headbutt him in the dick to death.
So that happened.
Thanks.
Oh, good. Alright then. Part of there's going to take another strike at Owen. That missed, but this one again is goes wide, and Owen ducks away and parries
Who's Perry?
the platypus. Have you heard of him?
I wish I could make a parry sound.
Oh, I know. It's like you have to clench and unclench your jaw
And like
really,
gargle
really,
at the
really
same
fast.
time.
Yeah. Clip it.
You
Clip that.
all just sound like you're dying of poison.
Cyanide.
It's like when you ask someone to make their best Daffy Duck impression.
When I was a kid, there was a guy that went to my church that could do a spot-on Donald Duck impression, and it drove me crazy. Like I every time I saw this guy, I'm like, please, just do the voice.
Hey.
Yeah.
Here we go. Come on.
Oh, it's such a weird sound. Like I kind of hate it, but I also kind of love it.
This is how I'm gonna, when I speak infernal, that's what it's gonna sound like.
Right.
You sound like Perry the Platypus.
If you know what I mean.
So the pirate in front of
There's
Sundus
56
is
seconds. No, 9
oh
minutes,
my.
56 seconds of that.
Strikes at you for a 17.
That hits.
Cool.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh god.
Dealing 4 points of damage.
Oh. I'm okay.
Yikes! I would not be!
I'm fine.
So he, after seeing you headbutt his buddy in a place
buddy.
that... Head buddy.
He's tall, I'm short. What
Yeah,
do you want me to do?
I mean, fair. But just, no.
Juice.
Juice.
He
Sorry.
strikes out.
If someone starts chanting, I usually chant along.
I'm a follower.
Well, I mean, it's good.
I don't do
go.
well walking past rallies of any kind.
I just immediately join in, and then I open my eyes a few minutes later, and I'm like, what was that chanting about?
I'm not like
Your eyes just roll back.
Please don't be bad. Please don't be bad. Please don't be bad.
So he swings his scimitar at you and catches you on the shoulder. Next.
Save it for a rainy day. I don't know why that's why what happened.
Me neither. John. So the Peaberry walked up and just burned the face off of the guy that you were swinging at.
I am going to walk around to this side of Peaberry, and I'm going to throw my dagger at that boy.
All right, go for it.
Oh my god. Sidebar, everyone.
15 hits.
Sweet.
A pillow.
Oh, nice. That is a beefy pillow.
With nipple.
Oh
That's
my.
the best part. 7.
7 damage. Oh.
How much?
$21.99.
Yeah.
It's on sale from $40.
Does it come in left and rights?
I want to build a man.
I want the Michael Cera Arrested Development
So, like,
muscle suit.
You could,
my goodness.
you could get 2 and use them both. Like,
But like the pack
one,
would be on the wrong side.
it would be, but that's it.
Oh, but then I could put it on the front and the back, and then just get 2 more arms, put those on, and be like, I'm that one Pokemon whose name escapes me now. Machamp. Nope.
Yeah.
Machoke.
Machamp.
Machop.
Machamp has 4 arms.
That's
Machop's
scary.
the baby.
Machoke.
Choke.
Machoke's
Machamp.
the middle. Yeah, Machamp. So I could be a Machamp.
Good work.
Anyways.
Cool.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, so this dagger slams into his side, and you can see that there is a good deal of blood gushing out of that hole. And
Do you not like blood?
Not a huge fan of it.
perfect.
That's why all my damage is mostly in here or from far away.
You're like,
My daggers are all thrown.
Alright, so this paladin boy takes just a whole lot of damage, guys.
Good.
Take it.
It's okay, he can heal himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Just touch himself.
When
I feel
think
bad.
about God, I touch my legs.
Oh my god.
He after he fends off these 2 scimitar attacks, he gets he catches a third to the back. He's okay though. Like, he's looking fine. He's good. Peaberry,
Yeah. Do I know how to use a gun?
make
Bust a cap in his ass.
an intelligence check.
Yeah.
You have a point of inspiration if you need it.
I do. I do, and I'm using it.
Guns.
15.
15. Okay, you have you've seen them fired. Not necessarily up close, and you can tell that this would need to be reloaded before firing it.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna keep it.
Cool.
Not use it. Just gonna tuck it into my bundle of blanket.
I hold out a crossbow bolt with an eyebrow.
No.
Like, with enough black powder.
That's true.
It's just sticking out the end of the
Stick a wad in that
gun.
thing, and you're good. Just
Then
wad it up like a shotgun.
Yeah.
I mean,
This splinter gun.
oh my goodness. That's a good point. It would essentially just be a blunderbuss.
Yeah.
At that point,
It wouldn't be like
Oh my
critical damage
goodness.
probably, but like
you just have a lot of
you
wood
could get blinded
splinters.
by.
Oh,
We're close enough.
Pirates of the Caribbean, the fork.
Yeah.
The fork in the eye.
oh yikes.
What you doing?
I mean, yeah. I guess I'm going to
Sink
do
this
acid
bolt to the
splash.
ground.
All right, you can definitely hit both of them.
Cool.
One rolls a 2, one rolls a 20.
Well, the 20 saves obviously.
Yeah.
The other boy takes 2 acid damage.
2. Okay.
P.S. Is the gun just like a pistol or what?
Yeah, just mark down the other pistol.
Pistol. It's mine now.
If I attach it to the end of a rope, can I like breach pistol at people?
It'd be like you now have a nunchuck.
Which
A
you could do with
pistol
any
nunchuck.
like small.
Blunt
Dagger.
object.
The funny thing is, I don't think that's regulated by the United States government. If you attach 2 pistols together, you're fine.
Technically a nunchuck.
Yeah.
When in doubt, just make all your weapons into nunchucks. Broadswords, nunchucks. This isn't great!
Oh, man.
Darth Maul had it, right?
Yeah, fair.
Just a loose chain between the two of them, just cutting yourself.
Alright, so this, the one who is able to get out of the way, reaches forward, to make another attack, but is, again, batted out of the way, by the shield. Sundus! And the smoke is still, like, just everywhere. It's pretty thick. You can see, actually, everyone make an investigation check.
Not one!
Perfect. 11.
Investigation 15.
Okay. Sundus, you can get a decent view of this ship, like what the sails are. You can't like see the flag or anything, but they're darker sails. The side of the ship, the hull is fairly dark wood. There are some kind of maroon accents, but so you at least are able to get that much from that. And Sundus, what would you like to do? On your turn.
Sundus is going to leave his sword stuck in the ground, in the, like, boat currently, and then just go ahead and backhand slap the one in front of him, and then, well, he's going to forward slap and then backhand slap.
Perfect, go ahead.
So, 15 plus change.
Hits.
19 plus change.
Hits. Dang.
That's 7 bludgeoning and 5 bludgeoning.
Just tell me how you kill him.
I slapped him. I slapped him to death.
So you after headbutting this half-orc, you look over and just arm extended, like 5-star this guy in the face, and then you come back and just hit him with with your knuckles on the jaw, and he goes limp before even hitting. Like he just crumbles.
Nice.
Excellent.
I've never played a character who has been so good at hurting things.
So good at dishing out death.
Usually I play a magic person or someone who takes it.
Yep.
Yeah, fair. All right. Final dude swings out, and Owen is just like bobbing and weaving, sticking in this fight. Owen, optimistic Owen.
Not John. You're not John. You're Mantra.
Mantra.
That is
What's your mantra?
That is my name.
Azarath Metreon Santos.
It's Mantra Ralvius Lugna, thank you. I'm going to step down to this guy, grabbing my banjo, the head of the banjo, and pulling on it to pull out my rapier blade, and I'm going to attack him.
Go for it.
Do your strings break when you do that?
Nah.
It's the top that's not attached to the string.
It's like the strings
17.
are a little lower.
17 hits.
Yeah.
Sweet.
There's like a knobbly bit on top. That's the handle.
That works.
That would be 7.
7 damage. How do you kill him?
Sweet. I'm just gonna jam it up through his ribs and then pull it out, wipe it off on my robes.
Fantastic.
On your robes.
So you
Yep.
Why not his?
you
gonna
draw
be
your
clean.
rapier, and in one fluid movement, just skewer him through the chest, right between the ribs, and you draw back, quick clean of the blade. And is there anything else you're doing?
No, that'll be it.
Who was Venom?
Last fight from
Ah.
Goblin time.
Yeah. So,
Bring him back.
Hungry.
I love you.
This other pirate, maybe getting a little nervous seeing his friends dying around him.
Seeing so many dead pirates.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. He swings out and misses, and is going to take. No, stop. A 5-foot step back. Next up is a Peaberry.
Gonna cast Acid Splash at him as he backs up.
No way.
Yeah.
That is a 10.
Yeah, that doesn't save.
Good. Starting to smell on this boat.
2 damage.
Oh my goodness.
Is that exactly what you needed?
No. Almost. One might say one off from what you needed.
Anyway, that was it.
Okay. So he gets coated in acid, and he's you can hear sizzling. The smell of
Ew.
burning flesh
Ew.
kind of mixes in with the previous noxious fumes. Oh, those words, man! I love those words. Sundus, you're up.
Again? Dang,
Yeah.
that's fast rounds now.
Well, we
There,
kept
Yeah,
killing
we're
off.
down.
very few people left.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to roll for Owen. Actually, I think I missed Owen twice. Yeah. Okay, so he hits once.
That boy, Owen.
Yeah. All right, Owen.
Okay.
Hey, you can't kill this guy now. Yeah. So he, after bobbing and weaving, just sticks this guy once. Sundus.
Alright, seeing that this guy's trying to get away, we're up here behind him, and,
Go ahead.
yeah. 13 plus change.
Hits. How do you kill him?
Suplex.
Yes. So you just suplex this dude so bad.
I just see him go head for the other step, just goes out and just grab her out the waist and just goes,
Just breaks into pieces.
You're not sure if it's the deck or his face
That crumples?
makes, yeah, that just makes this sickening crunch sound. But something broke big time.
Gross.
And he's laying in a pile on the ground.
Gross.
and I'll use the last 5 feet of my movement to move back a little.
Cool. Dude is going to make an attack. So he is going to turn, after missing his attack, is going to turn and try to run away. Owen swings out at him and misses. This pirate...
I'll get him next time.
Yeah, totally.
Jumps off the side of the ship, and you can see him. He kind of misses his handhold right away, but then he grabs on and is hanging on to the side of the other ship.
Oh.
And mantra.
Is it mantra or mantra?
Mantra.
Mantra. See, in my head, I've been shortening your names already.
Manny.
So
Manny.
yeah, that's going to happen.
Manny, Sunny.
P.
P.
Are we 3? Yes. Actually,
I mean, you
we're
could
like
call
12.
me Barry.
Yeah.
But we're taking the,
They call me Dusty.
Try.
I am going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
You fucking suck. You couldn't jump a boat.
We killed your friends and you are next. You're terrible at fighting.
You're good at this.
Thank you.
Here comes cake.
All right, that's wisdom.
Yeah. 1.
Ha! No, he does not save.
Cool.
Believe that is a 2 because I rolled a 2.
Well, that's 1 point of psychic damage, and he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Yeah, because he's totally attacking right now.
All right, so
I'm out of daggers to throw.
the let's see. How are you guys looking health-wise?
These two, I don't think I've taken damage.
I have taken no damage.
I'm not so hot. Let's say if I got hit one more time, I would probably die.
The paladin rushes
you in the
past
back.
you. Yeah. He's like, ha!
Stabs me in the back, throws me overboard. New character.
Da-da-da.
I'm the paladin now. Look at me.
Look at me.
That would have been a fun little twist.
That would have been really good.
You DM kill off
Dang it.
his
They
character.
figured it out.
And
you're
then be like, here's
"Just
your new
kidding,
one."
It's me. I was the paladin. I did pretty good, huh, guys?
So he,
That's a level 4.
So, try not to get in my way.
rushes past and puts a hand on your shoulder. And
No,
you
he does a
feel
butt tap.
approximately approximately 5 hit points worth of healing.
Sweet.
If you had to quantify it, which it's
Butt
so
tap.
hard to do.
Good game.
Sundus winks.
Peaberry,
Mm-hmm.
you are up.
Alright, acid splash the boy.
Okay.
It's 60 feet range.
That is very cocked. Nope, he does not save.
Alright, boy, ready?
Made fun of.
5.
6. Okay.
Nice. Fucking cantrips level 1, man.
Man, all right,
Killer.
he's hurting. You can see that he is his back is burning. The shirt is has like completely just melted away.
What about his muscles?
Describe him.
They're
Is he ripped?
rippling. I mean,
Yeah!
he's a sailor, so he's not
They're
like
both ripping and rippling.
yes. All right, Sundus, you're up.
What's going on?
I'm gonna try. Come on.
Fight, dog.
I'm just like, I turned to the paladin. I was like, thumbs up. Get over here.
I
was
love
gonna-
how you are like doing everything in your power to not speak.
Yeah. Throw a dart.
So good. Throw a dart. All right, go ahead. Oh my goodness.
Who is here?
15.
Hits.
Nice.
Definitely hits.
Oh yeah, 7 points of damage.
Nice.
Sheesh, how do you kill him?
Yay!
I feel like I just throw it, and then it just like hits one of his like hands. It's just like he lets go, and the other hand just slips.
So you put a dart right through his wrist, and he just kind of like, and as he leans back, just tumbles into the water. There's a, and he's gone. I'll put it that way.
I lost a
He gone.
Oh man, this is how Sundus talks.
No!
Oh no!
You
Stop
sound
by the general store.
you sound like the cat that wants to go to school to learn about servers.
Yeah. Let me go to school. I want to go to school.
Oh my goodness.
Learn about servers.
About servers.
Nice mystery dice.
Hey, thanks.
Except
So-
for that one that's rounded.
Yeah, I'm not using my D20. I'm using this like still sparkly but like dark purple die instead. Because this D20 is not good.
I want to see.
Let me find the shitty bump for
It's like the night.
There it is.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like that one side is just flat. Womp.
It rolls fairly evenly,
Oh, that's weird.
but yeah, it's not good. You can
Oh,
see
that's weird.
the tip by the 14 is just a spike.
Yeah, that's some wonky.
Man.
Yeah, that's not legit dice.
Yeah. The one that I traded with Maddie, she said she found a chip out of her D20, so
Really?
yeah. that
Also,
must
one of the
Yeah,
guys
that's
used
Mr.
it
Dice.
during D&D, and it did not roll well.
be- the damage die are rolling okay for it, but the D20 is not so good. Mascot die.
So as this smoke still billows around you, the other ship peels off into the darkness, and you all are left kind of still adrenaline wearing off.
With one sailor.
There are still other sailors around, but he was just like the only one left of the ones that were
Could
immediately
fight?
armed. Yeah.
Well,
Good old optimistic Owen.
Oh.
I look around at all the bodies on the ship, and I'm like, I can't lift these.
I am not good at that either.
Lifting?
No, not really.
The paladin walks over to Owen. And,
I, look up at you,
heals
like-
him a bit as well.
I am tall, but I am noodly.
Yeah, what's the paladin doing?
He walks over and heals Owen approximately the same amount as he healed you.
Okay.
And he walks back over to you guys.
Ooh, handsome.
Fancy boy.
He's
Out of the way, I want to see handsome.
oh, that is upside down on the stream.
Oh, it's the stream opposite? Oh, we're gonna need to fix that.
Uh-oh.
Is there like a
Nope.
flip button or anything?
Nope.
Hey, it's like I see it all the time.
Welcome to
Amazing.
hell.
Well,
Welcome to where everyone looks like a vague celebrity.
no, I don't think there's a... Oh, there's gonna be...
I should be able to flip it on the thing, actually.
Yeah,
Like he
rotate
looks,
button.
he
Role
looks
play.
kind of like a mashup between Paul Rudd and Zachary Levi from where I am.
Yeah, I do see that Paul Rudd-esque.
Just a bit.
It's like if Paul Rudd were cast in Lord of the Rings.
I like that he has a saw blade.
He doesn't. He actually has a mace, but
Oh.
Where's his
best
other
picture I
hand?
can find.
It's in his pocket. He's got a tunic with pockets. It's
Yeah.
an invention of the future.
Guns in pockets.
We're getting real fancy right away, guys. Got guns, we got pockets. Dang.
I saw a picture online of a wedding dress that had pockets, and I was like, why not? Why have they never done that?
Yeah.
You need a place for a hanky.
Yeah.
Nope,
There we go.
that's what your maid of honor is for. Literally holding everything ever.
Hey! John know what do.
Oh, nice. You didn't even have to flip it on.
Wow.
It's still upside down for
It's
you.
still
Yeah.
upside down.
Amazing. Always upside down for me.
One of these days I'll figure out how to just I'll just edit them beforehand, so when I upload them it's this way, will be right, so from the sides
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
will see just fine.
Oh,
So
amazing.
no one's seeing upside down.
Except for the DM.
Yeah, which
Which
I'm looking at on
already
the screen
seen it.
anyways, yeah.
Amazing. What would that be like? Or you could put in two of the same picture and flip one upside down. You could flip between two.
There you go.
That's true. Or just have them side by side on the
Oh,
same
wow.
file. You know, no, too much work.
Just make it constantly rotating.
Yeah. So he walks back over to you guys.
Natural's kind of weird.
It just doesn't
Yeah.
taste like anything. It
Yeah.
tastes bitter.
It is odd, but I like it.
Carbon.
Well, that was unexpected. You may call me Deep Ash.
Deep ash.
Deep Ash.
Just kidding.
Well, yes.
There's a reason I have this skin.
I earned this.
I will break
It will never leave.
I will break you.
Oh man. Cool. All right.
How do you spell that?
Ass.
Ash. It's like the word deep and then the word ash.
So
I'm
not
deep-
D
I'm
apostrophe
deep
P ash.
Well, you
Deep
could just. My name's Paris.
Paris de Posh.
Close enough. We'll go with that.
Ash.
Well, that was harrowing. I didn't expect to have to fend off a bunch of. Who are you all?
I
You seemed
am
mildly more
Mantra
capable.
Radvius Lugner. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
I don't know why we were attacked on the seas in a allegedly protected traveling. Will I be comped for this? Is my question.
I have no. I'm merely a passenger myself.
Oh, damn. Well, you look official.
I don't think that is a compliment.
Would you want to work on a boat? Why?
Absolutely not. No.
Then why would you take it as a compliment?
I look official, apparently. No.
You are just shiny.
He's actually not in any armor. He's
okay.
just
You
wearing
just
a
look
tunic.
shut.
Hey, cowboy.
Your skin is just radiant. What process do you use? Korean skincare?
Oh man. Actually, all your pores will be clogged. You've been on the sea for 6 months.
Owen,
Hey, sea
Owen.
salt's good.
Yeah,
how you doing there, buddy?
I'm doing great.
All right.
He's not doing great. he's still in a lot of pain, but like most of his wounds have knit themselves, back together.
Owen, is this happened before?
Not on any ship I've been on. No, this is new.
Pirates aren't a new thing. They exist.
I usually don't attack like these ships though. They mostly just like the fishing ships from the ports. I've never seen them attack one of. Never seen him attack one of our convoys. This is.
Well, now it is, so.
Yeah, no, this is. I can tell you the governor's going to hear about this.
I can't understand the words you're saying through that blanket. I really just need you to.
No.
Okay.
Aren't you freezing?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, well, you have a whole, 3 of me making up all of you.
Are you calling me fat? You've got a big belly.
She's like, yeah.
Well, that's not nice, but fair.
Navigating social circumstances so well. What do we do now, Owen? I assume you're in charge now?
We're on a boat. What else do we do?
I don't know where to go.
We're on a boat. You don't go anywhere.
Well, we have to go somewhere or we'll die.
Let's.
The boat goes. We don't go.
Someone's got to steer this thing.
Oh, look, there are still other people.
And yeah, as you're talking, there are small fires in the sails and across the deck that are being put out by other deckhands that have come up from below decks or are coming down from the masts and the crow's nest and such.
Are there any fires right next to me?
Sure.
Yeah, I put the ones right next to me out with prestidigitation, but I don't care about the rest.
Perfect. So you're just kind of like.
Yeah, I see it. It's inching towards my blanket, and I'm like, heh, nyeh, nyeh,
No.
nyeh.
Are there any more blankets or canvases lying around?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
16.
16? Yes. Yeah, there are a few scattered cloths.
I go ahead and grab the biggest one I can find, and then start trying to smother fires with it.
Okay, perfect. We'll say that you're helping them out. Are you doing anything?
Not really.
Okay, cool.
I watch you
reason
do
I'm
that,
surprised.
okay.
I just am staring at your blanket that's very good for smothering flames.
So it's prestidigitation.
I
I got some. I got the ones near me. I got it.
You're hearing this all I got it.
Does anyone know who is in charge now?
I don't
Owen-
know. Did we know who was in charge in the first place?
Owen looks around. He's like, "Oh, all 3 captains were on the other ship.
What other ship?
The one that you lot were on."
We were on a different boat.
Wait, this is a different boat?
Oh, there were 3. We got to get out of this fog, out of this smoke here. He runs over to the ship's wheel and changes the course. A few minutes later, the ship breaks out of the smoke. You see another ship breaking out of the smoke, maybe 200-300 yards away. It seems to be fairly low hanging. Like the smoke doesn't really seem to be dissipating necessarily. It's just kind of
Magic smoke.
hanging around.
Why would you put all 3 captains on one boat when there are multiple boats? That's like putting all 7 people that know the Coca-Cola's secret ingredient in the same room, which is against their rules.
I was going to say the eggs in one basket, but I agree with
I
you.
guess that works too. Everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
Who? Oh,
Everyone.
Who is everyone?
All 3 of you.
20.
Sheesh.
Is it arcane? Is it
19.
magic? Well, okay. I got a 7 then.
19.
Perfect. Sundus, you're the only one. Your memory is still a little foggy. You remember like most of the trip, but the memory of this morning is slowly starting to come back to you as you exit this smoke. You do remember being on the flagship of this 3-Carrick convoy.
Nina.
All 3 of you had gone over there. There was some meeting between the captains and a few higher-ranking crew members, but that's about all you remember. So after exchanging some messages between the 2 acting captains of these 2 ships. They are limping into port. The smoke has kind of been replaced by a low fog as great gray cliffs are looming ahead. After a while,
Did only 2 of the ships make it then?
they did wait a while, and only 2 ships ever came out of the smoke.
I hope my shit's on the other ship.
The ship that you are on currently is the one that you have all of your gear on, everything that you've been traveling with. Atop these cliffs, you see a large tower atop of the light that is currently kind of cutting through the mist. The sails of both remaining Carracks are tattered, hulls scarred and broken. They pull into port, the sailors double timing to furl the sails and the ship and tie the ships to the docks. You are left to gather your belongings. The crew doesn't really pay you much mind after they get into port. They're much more concerned with making sure these ships don't sink in the harbor. The crew's dock workers and some healers hustle to patch up the vessels, offload cargo, and tend to the wounded. Paris approaches. He's now wearing half plate, and he's got a pack slung over his shoulder.
Fancy boy.
So you're all standing on a dock.
I took the blanket with me.
Okay. No one would have really paid you any mind.
Hell yeah. It's mine.
I have to use the bathroom.
Okay. Actually, this would be a good place to take a break as you're standing on a dock.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing now.
All right, so we are going to take a quick pee break. Peaberry, what? And we will be back in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
Wait, don't.
I don't know.
Stay where you are.
You
I
know,
don't know
the
if
only
it's
thing
painted
is-
or if you just smashed it in the door.
If I smashed in a door, you would have heard about it.
Here's the
It's like
thing.
my biggest phobia.
Here's the
is,
thing,
like,
John doesn't know
fingernail
what he
injuries.
looks like.
Also,
True, I don't.
This is hilarious.
Also-
By the way, we're streaming again, just so you know.
the only thing you're missing is
felt like-
Please
eyeliner.
look at me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at me. Look at
Well,
me.
no, like make a normal face.
Aren't those
That
those
is.
are normal?
It's just
Kelly, look at where I put my sticker that matches.
You know
your
you have to
print.
catch my normal faces when I'm not looking.
Look over here.
Look, it's down there.
Where am I looking? Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, I got this new notebook from Target.
Are the boys inside?
They are still outside.
Okay, I'll get them.
Alright, we're back.
How many times are you gonna dunk the tea?
A lot.
A lot of the time.
Gotta get all the flavor out.
It'll steep.
Do.
You just gotta let it steep.
You gotta slosh the flavor bag around until you get the
Flavor.
until you get all the juice out.
I don't think you know what juice is.
I don't think you know how tea works.
Pretty sure I worked at a tea shop for like 2 years.
For a long time.
No, I was saying as you to me.
John, do you know how tea?
You get it wet and then you drink it.
Wait, did you just pour that from a Brita filter from the fridge? Yes, I'm making tea. It's always so weak. I have to use like 8 tea bags.
I'm
Or
gonna
like,
switch
sit
to
there
another
for-
brand.
Sit there for a day.
Oh man, tea's good.
Alright, so you guys are all, the 4 of you, Mantra, Sundus, Peaberry, and your new friend, Paris. Your new acquaintance. Whatever.
Nailed it.
Beautiful.
You're so beautiful.
Is this our expected location for our?
Yes.
Okay. I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that we landed in the appropriate.
You have
place.
arrived at Port Vindication.
Fort Vindication.
I was also
Yes, sir.
Wow. Do you
Not
know?
this.
Sidebar: Dan left the entire Kirkland vodka in the room. Maddie and I left it for housekeeping.
Nobody wanted it.
No.
Nobody wanted it.
So we left the room with the 3 Saitama heads tucked into the bed and the bottle of vodka.
I feel like there's a story there, but I'm not gonna ask.
The 3 Saitama heads was very good.
Mm-hmm. They were tucked in.
They remind me of the 3 heads from Spirited Away.
Second time today! How many times can you bring them up in one game?
Well, why don't we start beheading people and they carry their heads around?
So you're standing on a dock
By the bay.
by the bay,
Got it.
by the ocean. by the sea, by the
Kobe.
well done. Swish.
Swiss.
This low hanging fog, this low hanging hog.
I like this place.
This low hanging fog has just kind of stayed. It's actually quite heavily obstructs your view out to maybe 50 feet. It's just kind of fog.
I was trying to do the frick pinky or the ring finger, and I couldn't.
It looks very good.
Sorry, I'm distracted.
You should paint it with sparkles next.
Oh no.
A sparkle coat.
I'm gonna try.
Have fun with your vacuum
But-
cleaner.
Make sure you do sparkle coat and then clear coat. Otherwise, it gets really
Came
annoying
off.
and like.
Rubs off on things.
Well, and you
Sticky
just
glitter
feel
everywhere.
it. You just feel it.
Okay, what do you guys do?
Trying to find a place to get a manicure. Okay.
Make an investigation check, I guess.
Nope.
This is the docks district, sir.
Got my backpack on now.
Does it clip around your waist too?
No, it's actually like it's very stylish. Yeah, it's like got nice trim on it. Made it myself. It's a good bag.
Nice.
Okay. I'm still in the blanket, and I'm gonna look for a place that's warm.
Okay.
Is there? I'm talking to
Paris?
Purvis.
Purvis?
No, Purvis. Neighborhood bird.
My arm, you got blended in between that. Looks like a V. So I was like, Purvis.
Purvis.
That doesn't seem right.
I think I would have said something about it.
Is there some place that we have to check in upon arrival, like immigration or
Customs.
something?
I think the idea is that if you got here, you've already been vetted and you're
Oh, okay.
probably fine. I haven't heard anything. I assume it's time to find a tavern and
This is.
start a new life.
Was this? I have a question. This land, was it uninhabited? Do we know?
Were we
Make a
told
history
it was
check.
uninhabited?
Make a history check.
9.
You don't remember.
Great.
The people live here.
Like, slapping your phone.
Great. Okay.
You don't necessarily know.
Well,
If this turns into Dune, I quit. The end.
purple worms. Just nothing but
Just
purple worms.
everywhere.
So,
Give me a second.
so yeah, I'd love to just find an inn and settle in for the night.
That sounds like a plan.
Works for me.
Yeah.
I'm already walking towards buildings.
Okay.
I don't know if I found one yet or not. I'm just like.
Are you still blanketed?
Anyone looking for a tavern or inn, make an investigation check.
20! That 20! I find one. I know where it is. I've been
What
here
are
before.
you looking for? Are you
In a
looking
dream.
for a tavern, an inn? What specifically?
An inn. I'm looking for
Okay.
a place to sleep.
Gotcha. Well, the first place you come across is it looks like a grounded galleon almost. There's a sign that says Dockside Dancer. Sorry, I had to bring it back. I love this place. I'm sorry.
You said it looked like a ship, and I was like, God.
I've had enough of those for now.
So you, it appears fairly lively. Are you going? I mean, it doesn't say if it's an inn or a tavern or what. So it's pretty lively. There's a lot of action going on in this place. Would you like to carry on? Look in here.
I'm just gonna take just a quick peek inside,
Okay.
and just see how rambunctious it is.
Very.
Oh, then I don't go inside. I just like stick my head in. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, no. There's not only is there a like dirt pit off to one side where there are multiple just like shirtless sailors bare knuckle boxing and just beating the crap out of each other. And it appears to be all in good fun. Like there's a bunch of people around them just, hooting and hollering and having a grand old time.
I come back out to the street and I look at these two and I was like, I don't think we want to be in there at all. That
Are you sure? I thought I heard the sound of shirtless men hitting one another.
Why do I say things like this?
I thought I heard a shirtless man.
I'm deficient in shirtless men.
Oh my goodness.
There were a few shirtless men in there. They were seemed to be duking it out in some type of pit.
What about dragon?
I don't think there were It seemed to have a nautical theme.
Water dragon.
You mean a fish?
No.
Like a wet lizard.
Water snake.
Closer, but no.
So we're gonna keep looking?
Oh, right.
Doc Paris is still here.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
He's just...
Paris, what's your stance on the men?
Is this...
I've seen my fair share of shirtless men, I suppose. It's not
I'd
like...
to see more of them.
I'm rather neutral on the matter, actually.
Listen,
Fair enough.
my only worry is that we're not going to get a good night's sleep here. It's going to be rambunctious through the evening.
Okay, that's fair.
Guys, we've been on a very long trip.
Yeah, we just got off a boat that got attacked.
To be fair, the last place I want to go is back inside another boat.
5.5 months.
I would be fine seeking shelter elsewhere for the evening.
Somewhere quiet where I can read in peace.
No, works for me.
Alright.
I rolled an 18 on my...
Okay.
That 20 will obviously have found everything
Right.
else,
I got a 16.
Everyone did well.
Yeah.
So you guys do find a couple other taverns and inns, but as you are looking for them, a man approaches and he waves down. He's, hello. Were you the four that were on the boats? You just came from the docks.
We
I
were
assume
on a boat.
Yeah,
the convoy, the merchant convoy, they just came in.
yeah, but you might be looking for 4 other people.
Right, there were a lot of people.
I'm told that there were only 5 survivors from the fight itself, and I assume you are them. Anyway, this
Oh,
letter
you're
is for you.
You're looking for Owen.
Pretty sure that's for Owen. I think
It's-
it's a little different for someone else's mail.
Dear Owen.
Dear
My love
optimistic
for you
Owen.
is as boundless as the sea. Blah, blah, blah.
Come see me tonight. I'm sure you
At
will not look like a tiefling.
You will not be a demon person. What?
But yeah, I take it and I open it.
Okay. There's a wax seal on it with a decent. Well, it seems to be fairly well crafted.
Don't recognize the seal.
Make a perception check just to see if you've seen it before.
14.
You've seen it around the city so far, so you'd assume that it's something to do with the city.
Immigration.
They got us! They got us! Dang it!
The ship.
I'm gonna lean around you just to read it. Also.
Yeah, and as I see that, I hold it down so you guys can read it as well because dwarf and gnome.
So wait, how tall are you?
like 6'2".
Oh no!
I am 4'5".
I didn't put one, but I'm around 3.
Yeah.
So we got.
I am.
Just
That's
basically
fantastic.
just like a beanpole.
That's
I am
awesome.
Horns.
half of your height.
Yes.
Literally.
It's summons for the four of you to
Jury duty.
make you.
Already. I'm not even a citizen yet.
No, they start you off right away here. To make your way to the literally downtown, to the governor's estate.
Yeah, where's Owen? This is for him.
I think Owen's probably going to go back on the ship and go for another 5.5 months back to the mainland again.
I
Why?
don't know how he is so optimistic. That
Well,
sounds
I-
like
I think
Assume
he's-
we should head there quite.
I mean, is it business
Quickly.
hours? It doesn't feel like business hours.
Oh, it's only fairly early evening still.
God's fine.
I shall
hours.
show you to the governor's estate. My name is Marley. There's a page in his service. But yes, if you're all quite ready, I can take us there immediately.
Is it warm?
Oh yes, it's.
Okay, we're
it's
going.
quite warm.
Very well, Miley.
So he escorts you guys along the docks. The two of you, Montre, you don't notice this, but you guys notice that as you are traveling, the roads are starting to get nicer. They're cleaner, just generally better taken care of. Even the cobbles, the cobbled stone is set more evenly. A few minutes after you notice this, there are two guards that join your procession. They kind of fall in on either side of Marley. He doesn't even bat an eye. He's like, this appears to be business as usual.
I'm like with my blanket.
Hello?
One of them like does a double take in your direction, like just a walking blanket.
Didn't know.
As I'm like,
I'm sorry.
What is Marley wearing? What is the
He has
a Bob Marley t-shirt.
he has
Marley
a
indeed.
green overcoat that's buttoned like fairly high up the neck. It is not exactly warm here, but he has fairly fairly tight-fitting pants, like
Yeah.
those. I don't remember what they were called.
Breeches.
Yes. Yeah, so he's got like oh my.
Oh, it's dog bath time.
Oh no.
I tell her I'll do that for tomorrow.
Oh no.
Oh, wow. Once they're in there, they're fine.
That's so too bad. Breeches.
green overcoat and breeches?
Yes.
I like it.
He's got like slick back hair. So he seems nice enough. but
Fancy boy.
Yeah. He seems very out of place. Seems very out of place in the docks district.
Fancy boy. He
Uh,
probably doesn't have any dirt on his shoes except what he just got on there from the dogs.
Walking through our filthy arrival district.
Yeah, pretty much. So these two guards are wearing an olive surcoat over chainmail. They have an eagle emblazoned helmet. I forgot I actually have
We will fly like the eagle. We will rise again. Where's the eagle?
on the
There's
helmet.
no eagle
Right
here.
there.
Oh, I get it. It's like an actual
Oh,
bird,
like
not.
racing forward.
Yeah.
Ah,
Come at me, bro eagle.
free eagle.
Eagle. Brogle.
That's like a bro bagel.
The American bro.
Let's go get Brogles.
Brogles, man. Brogles.
Cool. He looks like a
Those
Green
boys.
Bay Packer knight.
I literally made that connection last night, and I'm like,
Well,
crap.
Too late.
No.
their nicknames are the Packers. They're packing.
Heat. They all have pistols.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
How's the candy industry? You guys make fudge around here? To be packed.
Yes, also what I meant.
There's a few candy stores around.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Do you like candy?
I mean, I eventually have to make
sorry.
money somehow. Now that we live here.
Do you make candy?
No, I could be a store clerk.
Sounds
Retail.
like D&D sitcom. There we go.
Oh boy. So after 10, maybe 15 minutes of walking, you arrive at a large marble building. It towers over a walled compound. You can see a small garden inside the wall as you approach a gate. A few guards stand on either side of the wall, and as Marley arrives, the gate opens.
I'm like looking up at it and then looking back at where we came. And looking back.
Oh, this is much nicer. So the docks district seem to be much more purpose built. This is much more fashionable. Like this is just a pretty building rather than a functional building.
Someone's upset.
Probably. Marley turns to you as you enter the large double doors of the building. Welcome to Governor Norman's manor. The council should be assembled in the common room.
Council.
Yes, of course.
Who is summoning us? Why do we have to be here? I won't go to bed.
Is it this Governor Norman that is in the letter?
We have
Yes, yes, of course. He's the
jet
one.
lag. Boat lag.
This 5.5 months went by so quick.
Yeah.
Time zone
I
change.
mean, I was seasick the whole time.
Not a lot of sleep.
Is
Ha,
this
as was I on my first journey.
customary to be brought to the governor upon
Costume.
arrival?
No, this is this is a rare honor.
Oh, an honor. An honor.
Well,
Yes.
the honor is ours.
oh,
course,
you're
yes.
so fancy.
Yeah.
No drinker, just the pinky.
Is he still like standing with us, or is he like kind of making his way?
He's like tour guide walking.
Ah.
Like the whole backwards. He obviously knows this building like the back of his hand. He could walk through here with his eyes closed and never bump into anything.
I kind of drop back to behind these two and lean over, and I'm like, "Are you two running from anything, or any reason that we would need to be brought to the governor from back home?"
Why?
I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering if there's a reason that all of a sudden we're being taken in like this.
He must have heard of how I am a dragon expert. He probably has a dragon problem.
I hope that's the reason.
or maybe wants to purchase some of my.
Candy?
No. No, I could just be a salesperson. It doesn't have to be candy.
You don't gotta make it to sell it.
No, like
Some of your what?
I make fine clothing and
Oh.
robes and tapestries.
Why would you ask about a candy store then?
Well, I don't know. You can branch off, learn new things.
What about you?
I am just a bar back and
What about you?
I just work in taverns behind the bar, and I play music in the bars for an extra coin. That's all I do.
Eh.
Seems like a lie, but okay.
If you want to make
You
it,
seem
it's
not
okay.
trustworthy, but okay.
The thought of being in a bar, I'm like, ugh.
It's the horns, isn't it?
Wait, you have horns? I can't even see that
Yes.
high. I can't even see.
I don't have those like newfangled aesthetically pleasing off the side of the head. I have the from the brow up and over horns.
Hell yeah.
the
Eyebrow.
wilderness.
Almost
Eyebrow
like your
horn.
picture.
Almost like my picture.
Eyebrow horn.
Yeah.
You lose a lot of facial expressions with those.
My eyebrow raise in surprise is closer to.
Well, your eyes would still get big.
True.
That's a natural surprise
Yeah.
thing.
Not after all the work I've
As-
done.
I'm very surprised.
face cannot move.
Just like,
I just wanted to make sure because this area seems to be run, I believe, by Dinar.
fancy? By fancy?
Well, Dinar, and you know that they're not the chill type when it comes to questionable backgrounds, so I just thought I would check really quickly.
That's very kind of you.
Just looking out for my own ass, really, but. What
So as
about
you're-
you, Purvis? What's your
Paris.
deal?
Well, I'm a paladin from Heaven's
Holy
Gate.
shit.
No, you're fine. You've got the gold star shining.
Yeah, I'm.
Well, I never would have known.
Yes, the and you look, and on like the where his half plate folds down, there is the
Star?
symbol. Yeah. Of.
Put it away, it's too bright. I don't care.
And he's been pretty quiet this whole time. Like he's just kind of, observing.
He's the extra NPC in the video game.
Yes.
Makes random comments.
Yeah.
Wonder how long it took me to build this place.
Oh my god.
And like says that about
We
5
should keep an
different
eye out for
locations.
secret items.
I feel like a magical item is around here somewhere. So as you're being led through this building, there are a multitude of marble or ivory statues and busts. Make a perception check.
16.
I assume you're looking for a dragon.
I just am looking.
Okay. Well, there is a dragon.
Yes! That's the one I see. I don't see any others.
It's like a very like Eastern style.
Okay.
Dragon, and just this. It's just a white carved piece of you would assume ivory.
How big is it? Nice. I run up to it. Is it on it? Like, I assume up.
It's on like a 3-foot pedestal.
Yep. I run up to it and I'm like,
Marla looks back and goes, "Oh, please don't touch."
too late!
This way, everyone. He leads you. He continues to lead you through. The ceilings are covered in beautiful murals of various. They seem to be either moments in history or some are just landscapes. Fancy carpets and tapestries are illuminated by seemingly fireless lanterns.
I'm like, out loud, this place is fancy as shit.
I don't feel comfortable looking at it.
I say this out of my blanket that I stole from a ship, still wrapped around me, covered in like
We
seawater.
are going to make a good impression.
I always do.
Inside checks.
I always make the same impression on everyone ever.
I'm making a general intelligence check. Intelligence check fairly well on just to see if I knew if Peaberry could do this. And I just lean over to Peaberry and I'm just like, so could you use prestidigitation to make us look nice before we go in there?
Oh yeah, I can.
And then you don't.
I can.
Could you?
Could you?
Oh.
Would you?
I mean, we haven't. I don't know. Last time I took a shower, to be honest.
There would have been a servant as you walked in who like cleaned off your shoes.
Oh my
So we're
god.
just like dripping, and he's just like mopping up behind
There's like 3 guys behind you.
Yeah, I'll prestidigitation for you guys.
Thanks.
Perfect, thank you.
Your clothes are clean and selves and stuff. I don't care about myself. I'm like, okay, got it.
Thank you.
As I'm still like,
On my backpack, I pull a comb out and just start combing my beard a little bit, making it look nice.
Did
I'm
I
gonna,
not
like,
make it
redo
nice
my
enough
braids
for
behind
you?
my hours and-
There's always
Deal
room
with
for a little perfection, so might as well.
Always room for perfection.
is that
I
how
like
you became
that.
a master candy maker?
Yes, that's how I became the greatest candy maker in the world. They call me Dandy Candy Man.
Okay.
Wow.
It's not true.
Okay.
Boing.
Oh my god.
I'm
You
ready.
eventually arrive at the common room. It's similarly decorated, but it has a large snow white grand piano set off to one side. You took piano proficiency, right?
Nope.
I want to
That's a
go.
thing, actually.
I want to go over to it and touch it, and I probably leave like a handprint.
You just see a single bead of sweat run down Marley's face. These people are gonna be the death of me.
So it's just one of those, like, the departure from the ports where it's a piano anybody can jump on and play a jingle.
Put out a cup for
Absolutely not.
tips.
No?
No.
Tips. Tips.
Tips?
Just the tips.
I'm very tall and I have no money.
Well, okay. So before anyone does anything,
I'd like a few dollars, please.
There's
I have no
a
money.
large group standing in the middle of the room under a similarly fireless chandelier.
Are they just a group standing?
You can hear. I mean, they're discussing something. They're talking.
Cool. I walk over to them and I just stand next to it.
Okay. All 3 of you make an insight check. Just to kind of
Nope.
get a feel for
Oh, not bad.
those people.
8.
10.
8, 10,
15.
15. Okay. Sorry, soda's getting to me now.
Burp,
Yeah.
burp,
Oh, there we
burp.
go. Can someone come over and just hit me really hard in the back? So you,
Mr. Fitz.
oh man. He's in the spleen, right?
Hit you with my deli bits.
So you can see the man that you would assume is Governor Norman. He's rather obese,
Fancy.
with a braided beard. He's draped in fine furs and jewelry. He's currently finishing up a chicken leg. As the
Oh, they're like sitting at a table, or are they standing?
he's like reclining on sort of like a half couch
A
thing.
chaise lounge.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Like a Roman emperor.
Yes, and it looks like this. Why is I've still got this stupid
Ocean music.
ocean music
Your
going?
shit is everywhere.
Dang it. Okay, we're just gonna turn that off.
Been by the ocean for too long.
This couch does not look like it's rated for his.
The amount of him.
Yes. A man in a breastplate is leaning in as Marley gestures to join the gathering. There are a few other people around. There's a let's see. Sorry, I've got to move between different things here. There's an elf in rather dark robes next to the governor. there's a fairly weedy, kind of slim human man. And you kind of do a double take because as you're walking up, you see there's a person with a hood up, and what looks like almost a let's see. Okay, so man in the breastplate.
Blue eyes. White dragon. Got it.
Yes. Work with my hair. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. Weedy man. Dark dude.
Dark
Dark
man.
elf.
Okay.
He's not a dark elf, but he is a dark elf.
Darkly dressed elf.
Yes.
Okay.
So you at first you think that this person in the hood is wearing some sort of like a necklace with what almost appear to be like squid tentacles, and then you realize, oh no, that's a mind flayer.
Oh fuck.
Just there. No one seems to be really
Cool.
like paying him any attention. He's just there.
He's the one I stand next to.
Perfect.
Just like do.
I
Um,
don't.
I also keep my distance.
Perfect. And there is a woman in what appears to be like a ceremonial plate armor. Not necessarily, as protective as normal armor would be. She's another elf as well.
I just go. I stand next to the dude.
Okay. As you walk up, you can hear the chestplate dude, breastplate, whatever thing.
Plate man.
Yeah,
Yes,
Powell
plate man,
Greenway.
blue eyes, dragon, white. That's what he said, right?
Yeah, Commander Powell.
Commander Powell.
I can read their name.
He's speaking to the governor. They've never attacked a ship this close to port. They must be desperate. Now is the time to amass our forces and strike their stronghold. Marley walks into the circle and Governor, they're here. And everyone kind of
Reaching towards the piano.
there's kind of an
I
awkward
already
moment
put
of like,
I already put a handprint on it.
They will not line up.
there's that awkward moment of like everyone kind of looking at you. There's
Did they look
In
at me?
addition-
Did they?
they kind of like look around and then some of them are like, oh. There are a few like pages, maybe assistants as well that don't seem to be important. One might even say not even named NPCs.
Do that. What is your name? What is your
Reggie.
name and backstory?
Oh, he's mute.
Damn.
His name's Reggie.
Hello, Reginald. Val Johnson.
The governor pops a grape into his mouth. Welcome.
Chicken and grapes, gross.
It goes together quite nicely. Thank you for protecting our shipment. Now Callum will assist you further. And he turns his attention back to Powell. Let's see. The weedy man. He kind of. Oh yes, don't worry about it. They're just the governors. They're not back. Yes, I'm the governor's assistant.
Name and class, please.
I believe I shall be asking any questions here, if you don't mind. Again, he kind of pulls you guys out of the circle.
He doesn't
Um,
pull me.
I guess he kind of like more ushers you, and Marley assists him in that.
I don't get it. I don't get the cue.
Social cues. Marley kind of like leans down, and is like,
But there's all these people.
No, they're
Peaberry, he might tell us about a dragon.
Yes. Definitely.
Okay.
Over here, please. Thank you.
Waddles in a blanket.
I'm Bernard Callan. I'm assistant and advisor to the governor. The people of Dresbahn greatly appreciate your protection of our supplies and so forth. However, we do regret the loss of our flagship, of course.
Oh, was that the one that all the captains were on?
So we've heard, yes. Apparently that was the case.
Yeah, why would you ever put all the captains on one ship?
Now, that is a very good question, one that I do not have an answer to.
Aren't you the
Regrettably.
advisor? You're supposed to know things.
Despite my station, I do not know everything there is to know. Otherwise, I would probably be the governor himself.
Let's go ask the
Anyway.
governor. Governor! Just kidding, I don't say that. I'm polite.
I did gasp out loud like that, though.
All right. He does not care. He's on a mission. He's going to say what he's going to say, and he's just like, man, whatever. This little person is
This blanket.
a peon, if you will.
Fair.
I'm sorry. I'm ashamed.
We're level 1.
Yeah, that's true. Great. He's like, I don't know what level he'd be, but anyway.
69.
Due to this loss, we need to acquire some supplies from the nearby church outpost. You all seem vaguely martially capable. I'd like to offer you 250 gold apiece to accompany a contingent of city guard on this trip. They leave at sunrise.
Why is it so? Why are we getting so much to go get some shit?
It's quite a lot of shit, actually.
Well, no, but like, are we gonna fight more of these things? The guys that came and we already fought.
Sure hope not.
Okay.
Anyway, you may speak to Sadler. He gestures over to the elven man in dark robes. He will get you financially sorted out.
The bank man.
I have a question, real
course.
quick. This is a large sum of money for each of us that you're giving.
Yes. You shan't be getting it all up front. You will only give you about 100 gold up front. And
That's still
The remainder.
that's still quite a lot. I guess my question is, why is it such a high price tag for this job?
I thought I already asked
Wait,
that.
did you?
see the
How
supply
dangerous
ships-
is it? Am I going to die?
Well,
He
as I
said it
I
was a
certainly
lot
hope
of
not.
shit.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything.
You see, the supply convoys, they are rather the lifeblood of Port Vindication here. We do grow crops of our own, of course, but there are many things that the agriculture here is just not capable of.
I look around the room. Huh? What
The
could
church
it
has had
be?
success in the forests of certain things that we lack, and due to our losses here, they have offered to augment our supplies. We only need to send a detachment to pick it up and bring it back here.
Well, I'm not very good at picking things up.
And that's fine, as long as you're capable of protecting things.
Oh.
Which
Why
is
don't
what
you
we
just send more soldiers instead of people who just got off a boat
We
and have no combat
have-
experience?
We do not have an excess of city guard. We
I
have
don't
no
have an
soldiers
excess
here.
of hit points.
Of
What's our
me.
hit points?
I'm one me.
We-
Can Can we have a little group
Converse.
huddle?
Yes.
Group huddle with one,
Just-
the 1 6'2" boy.
Okay.
Talk
I get down on a
talk to
knee.
Sadler when you have come to a decision.
Which one's Sadler?
The
Adam
dark
Sandler.
cloaked elf.
Points to
Yeah.
Long hair
Yeah,
elf
oh, right.
boy.
this boy,
Okay. Don't like him. Adam Sandler. Got it.
Adam Sandler.
I'm gonna send you guys on a quiz.
I would like a cookie. No, don't bring them over to me.
Do not give me the ball. I will come to them.
So Callum moves back over near the governor.
I don't trust these people.
There's a lot of money in this room.
Anybody who... Here's the thing. When an offer seems too good to be true, it usually is. And I'm not looking to get my head ripped off by pirates day one. I already was not anticipating almost getting my head ripped off by pirates day zero, but here we are.
I mean, what were you gonna do when you got here?
Just try to get the job and try to get by.
Well, this is a job.
This is a job that can get
This
me
is a
killed.
good job.
This is
Whoa.
a good...
God damn it, Barry. Why did you do this?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where did he come from?
Sitting in a bar, giving people their beer, and playing my banjo does not usually get me killed.
I don't know. What if you play it bad?
Well, I'd rather get beaten up for playing my banjo poorly than getting my ass handed to me via scimitar.
What if you what if you play your banjo for bandit pirates?
We're just going to become bandit pirates.
I just said play for them, not become them.
I'm imagining they're going to sit down and let me do an impromptu living room concert.
You know what would be great? If these people spent their money on feeding their people instead of
That's
having...
what I'm saying. Who are we really helping here?
I
Why-
think they are spending their money on. They're sending us to retrieve it, aren't they?
Yes, and I can only imagine that if they're throwing 250 gold at us to go bring some supplies here, how well they're spending the rest of the taxes on the other people for upkeeping this.
Fair.
And did you see that dragon carving? That was real nice.
No,
Oh.
actually,
What?
missed it.
What if we did this little
Job.
job?
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. Afterwards, we took our part and we helped out the town with what we got. I mean, that seems to be
You have made me put my foot in my own mouth.
So you don't want?
Don't want to help people, huh?
Well, now I am sort of backed into a corner.
I'm just. It's a hypothetical here. Like,
Yes.
I'm not expecting us to actually do this job. Also, did anyone see Tentacle Face?
Yeah, what the hell is up with that?
I stood next to him.
Do you-
Why would you do
Do
that?
any of you know what that thing is?
No.
They eat your brains.
Well, he didn't.
What
Yeah.
they do.
But like, what if he's eating their brains?
And
Like,
how
they're all
you can't-
controlled by this guy.
Hang on, you can't function without a brain.
I don't know that.
You would literally die.
Blink, 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 blink. 6 intelligence. Blinking.
What about half a brain?
I'm just not well read, okay?
I'm not that
Yeah,
well
he
read
makes
myself.
really good candy. Leave him alone.
I do not doubt
Candy.
your candy prowess.
I showed them my backpack. I make things like this.
Is it full of
This
candy?
is a candy bag.
No, I pull out some really nice robes that I have in there. I'm like, I make stuff like this.
Candy eating robes.
You can't eat these robes. You wear this like a wedding. You're like a nice formal ball.
Oh, excellent. Well, so you are a tailor, then
Yes, well, yes, and I try and make other things too.
Like,
and
Like-
what
That candy.
and exactly how much convoy experience has tailoring brought you?
Well, I've actually have done a lot of traveling, and I've gone around and learned how to defend myself pretty well against various creatures. I tend to harvest them to make them into armors and whatnot for people.
I like you
request.
already.
Thank you, Paris.
Well, here's the thing. I don't usually have to fight for my life in my line of work.
yeah, the bar
It's
scene.
significantly less prone to be killed or eaten in that line, and we don't know what lives on this island. So all I am suggesting is, if we do this, we do so with an air of caution, because we are just rocks to be kicked back into the lake for them. A new shipment of us will be here in a few months.
But there's only one of me. I'm sorry.
Okay, hypothetically.
Well,
No, you're just living in a time loop now. Every 6
God.
months you arrive at this island.
Fuck. It's lost. This
Yeah.
is the new season. Lost.
The polar bears.
where's the smoke? Oh god, the smoke!
Where's the hatch?
Start touching the ground. Where's that?
All I'm saying is I do not take kindly to a great honor being provided in that we are invited to the governor's
Okay.
home and then offered up to die.
Okay, but also, if what if we say no?
I don't know. That's my
Then we
question.
live in this town where they know we said no to them,
Well,
and we
yes.
have a bad life.
Well, better a bad life than no life.
I mean, we could just do this one job, get the money.
And then leave.
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. That's more money than I have ever seen in my life.
And how
You're not a
often-
very good tailor then.
I'm just learning. Okay.
If we are given this golden opportunity and we end up paying off, do you really think they will just let us walk away if they find us useful?
Are there other towns on this continent yet?
Paris, do you know anything?
I've heard of a few things. There's of course the church outpost, which is usually
Boring.
where I need to.
Boring,
Wait,
Paris.
is that where we need to get to if we're dropping off these goods?
Yeah, there and
oh,
back.
Sounds
Oh.
like we're picking them up there and bringing them back here.
You know, like a soccer mom situation.
Oh yeah, God, they're animals.
Yeah.
So this is a one-way trip for you then, or are you going there, coming back, and then going there again?
That sounds like a waste of gas mileage.
Yeah, we'll take your. You get your first half of the money, and then we'll take the second half when we get back.
And then
That,
what?
And then
that will depend on how my arrival there goes. I have a message for.
For the outpost.
Yes.
What's the message? Or can you not tell us? Is it like secret?
You can tell us the message.
just news from the mainland?
Oh, what news? Is someone pregnant?
Is it Owen?
Yeah. No.
Is it me? Rub my big belly.
He smirks and like. Anyway, so there's the church outpost, which I believe is somewhere in a forest.
I'm like,
I'm not sure. But apparently that's where this group of city guard are going. They can get us there. We'll pick up the convoy.
you'll deliver your message.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll go
Where
from
else
there.
can we go then once you finish this and have our gold?
Make a let's say history check. You
17.
well. Okay.
Yes.
I'm not
Two.
proficient in it, so
Okay.
I'm not gonna roll.
I'm not proficient in it either, and I got it too.
All right.
I am.
Peaberry, you would know that there is a second settlement a bit further to the west. It's a bit further inland than Port Vindication is.
The Oregon Trail.
Yeah, you don't know a whole lot about it. Information on especially up-to-date information on the settlement of Dresbahn is very hard to come by on the mainland.
I can't believe we're literally just colonial America.
Yeah.
In it.
It's like that's Jamestown-esque, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, when I was like designing Port Vindication, like
Is it a triangle?
New York in 1776.
So New Amsterdam.
Yeah.
I was thinking Boston, but also I was just in Boston.
Yeah, it's essentially somewhere in between the two.
Boston sings.
Boston, York.
So yeah, I don't know, guys. This is a tough call. If we're gonna take this job.
Well, no offense to any of you, but I think I'll be taking this either way.
I mean, I could really use the cash.
Yeah.
Well, 250 gold pieces a piece is nothing to sneeze at. I'm just not looking to get myself myrtle-lertled.
Well, see, here's what
Myrtled.
Here's what we do. Here's what we
Oh, the
do.
callbacks.
They send us with a bunch of soldiers, right? And we say we have to stand right next to the shit to make sure it doesn't like fall over or something.
Very good.
And then they all stand around us, so they get the first shit. And then we like can run with the goods.
Or just away.
Yeah.
You're getting 100 gold up front.
Yeah. If it goes bad, we could just leave.
This is
And
true.
come back here and then be like, sorry, we didn't get your stuff. Our bad. And then they're like, well, where's our 100 gold back? And then we're like, well,
Already spent it.
I already spent it on
In the
secret-
woods!
Well, no,
Off
but
a tree from a nice man who's selling bridges.
I mean, obviously we should spend it before we head out because we can get some good gear
This
and
is
travel
true.
safe.
I like books.
That's nice. You could get one book.
Well, you're not my mom!
Unless these books will help you kill things, maybe, then you can buy more than one book. Not can or can't, I suppose. Should or shouldn't is maybe the word in question.
Are you good at carrying books? How many books can you carry?
I pointed the 2 books I'm carrying right now.
Alright?
2 books. Okay, you get 2
Feel
books.
comfortable taking on more books.
One is a book I stole from a library and never gave back.
Is that your backstory?
And the other is my spell book.
You're wanted by the crawling library for late fees.
It's a book
That
about
is-
dragons.
Good.
That is so
It's
good.
like the Dragonpedia.
Good.
Yeah, I took it, then I never took it back.
Brilliant.
I don't know. I think it's an okay gig. Like if we run into something real bad, we can just deal with it.
Peace out.
Yeah, we can
I don't
skedaddle.
know. So, like, how good are you guys at survival?
I am very good. Like I said, I spend a good amount of time hunting down different creatures to make into clothes and armor and stuff.
I grew up in the traveling carnival markets and have lived in cities only except for one stint where I got very lost in the woods.
That didn't answer
That
anything.
seems like quite the story.
It sounds like it didn't go well.
It was a time.
So if we go into the woods,
Yes.
you gonna be good?
Well, I assume I won't get lost for the same amount of time I was lost with perhaps yourself around, or if you are good at being outdoors. I'm here and I am alive.
I mean, so here's the deal with me in the outdoors.
Yes.
It's there.
Listen, I can help teach you guys a little bit.
Oh wow! That could take a point of inspiration.
Yeah, here's a pen for you.
Oh wait!
I have
We
one
got
D&D.
we got the
Yes.
Wow!
So Are we going? I think we should do it, gang. But that's, like I said.
I mean, yeah, I vote we do it, but also we quit if we don't want to in the middle.
No, that seems like a...
I am of your thinking.
Yeah, no, that seems fair.
And you seem to know what you are doing and talking about with the outdoors, so...
I mean,
Very
he could
well.
sew us a tent.
I can actually make it a tent. If you guys want me to. I can make tents.
That makes
I like-
it happy.
Yeah, all I need is just enough supplies and maybe a few days.
So, like, the 100 gold.
Well, no, I just buy a tent with that money. Like,
Yeah, you said we're leaving tomorrow, so...
Yeah.
Oh,
wouldn't have
shit.
time.
yeah, no, it's easy.
Fast tent.
No, I can we can buy tents. Like we could put the money into the local economy.
Yeah, they need it.
Yeah, it's okay. 10 to 20% will go back to these guys anyway.
25 if you make too much money.
Alright, well, shall we go talk to this Sadler fellow?
Yeah, I want to talk to the tentacle man. He seemed cool.
I will let you do that. I
Yeah,
am not going anywhere near them.
yeah, we'll talk to Sadler. You can talk to I don't know, octopus
Cthulhu.
face.
I mean, he wasn't bothering anyone. He seemed fine.
That's what they do.
Very well. Walk back out.
Doot, 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 doot. Back to the group.
Okay, so you're,
Not making eye contact with the mind flayer.
I walk up next to it again.
He does not notice you.
That's fine.
I love how you're from the Underdark and you're like, Mind Flayer, yes!
You're like one of the top 5 worst things that's down there. Hi!
Well, your allowance more or less defenseless.
Right.
True.
What do you see? Time will tell, I suppose.
I walk up to Sadler. We have decided to take the job.
Oh, perfect. Alright. So that is 100 gold now, and the remainder upon your return with all of our supplies.
Yes.
Cha-ching, thanks, dude.
He opens up like a messenger bag and hands you each a leather pouch.
I dunk it in my backpack with my books.
That's...
You now all have disadvantage on stealth check.
Yeah.
Alright,
Is there a particular place we're supposed to meet these people in the morning?
yes,
or-
there's a gatehouse on the, I believe it's the westernmost gate. The west gate. Meet them there at sunrise, and you shall all be underway. You may want to procure horses for the journey.
Okay.
I imagine there's like just enough distance like between where we're standing and where Peaberry is standing that like everyone can hear that noise.
Conversation stops for a couple of seconds,
Yeah.
and just
Everyone hears this.
it like echoes. and Sadler kind of right. It's
Does it have to be a horse?
I suppose not. I mean, you don't necessarily even need a horse. Just a suggestion. It is a.
No horse. None.
I believe it
They're all sold out.
should take approximately 1 to 2 weeks travel time to
on
get to
on horse.
the outpost. You're bringing a couple carts. The church does not have any available, so
Don't you have a boat you could send over there or something?
no.
It's in-
This is further inland.
Still, you could just go to the coast and then bring it around on a boat.
Have you seen the cliffs?
No. It was foggy when we got here.
Never mind. No, you're traveling with carts, so the
Cars.
carts.
Cars.
There's a key in there.
I've seen this movie.
You know who would be a good lead in that movie? Our friend Owen.
Wilson.
Ka-chow.
He's very optimistic. That makes sense.
Oh man. Dang it. I'm not dying.
He doesn't have horsepower.
Cool.
Alright, so
So
I
no
guess-
horses.
So
Mounts of some sort.
mounts. We need something to get us there a little faster. I don't want to be on the road with these guys for that long.
Okay, but like,
What, you don't like animals?
no, it's just that horses. I am the size of their femur.
So let's
You could always just double up and strap you on like a backpack or something.
Yes, that sounds just as enjoyable.
That's right.
I've got an idea. I've been working on this design for holding children.
Just like a papoose.
Yes, I call it a papoose. How did you know? Who told you?
Peaberry and a papoose, like.
Flash forward to Peaberry and a papoose carried by.
Smash cut.
I wish
You
you
have a
would have
wand.
made it face away from my face. But
Wand at the ready. Reading.
Just 2 weeks of that.
so tell me about yourself.
And then we come back to now and.
Where can mounts be purchased?
Well, there is a.
Do you have anything like a low riding?
Do you have a battle pug?
In my brain, I was like beetle.
Very sick.
Giant beetle.
Because I also at first I thought centipede, like large centipede, and then I hated that.
Yeah, fair.
There is the puzzled shoe, saddlery. I believe that's near the wall, in the southern quarter. They should be able to outfit you with anything that you will need for that aspect of your journey.
When it comes to rations, food, things of the like, what is that all provided by the guard, or are we expected to bring our own? We're rapidly eating into this 100 gold that has been provided.
We just
we
keep a
are
record and then we count it as a
quite a
business.
bit. You are expected to provide to spend said gold as you
Business
need.
expense.
So, all in all, the trip is going to cost us, or rather, we are going to make 150 gold instead of 100.
Business expenses. Meals can only be comped 50%.
You have had an interesting life, and I fear I need to learn more about it.
As far as rations go, well, I've heard of I'm not quite familiar with it, but I've heard of the Iron Blossom. I believe it is in the docks quarter. They seem to specialize in many different supplies for your
Journeys.
sorts. Yes.
Your sort.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Hmm?
Your sort.
Adventurers.
Let's call
Yeah,
it contracts.
I'm
Contractors.
totally one of those.
That does have a nicer ring to it.
I am
Adventures
totally.
implies that we're having fun in the woods.
I don't care what you do in the woods. And I'd prefer not to know about it.
Poop.
Lots of poop.
So much poop.
The jostling on the horses.
Mark it. How long did it take?
And the rations. Longer than the goblin one.
Because I wasn't there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. No, it went to butts. Like
Yeah.
How was
Right
I not
away.
there for it?
I know,
I was
I
there
know.
in spirit.
we were talking about that. Like It went to butts immediately.
Yeah.
And Becca wasn't even here. She's not the problem.
I mean, you guys made the joke about the bullet in the ass cheeks. So.
That's true. Dang, you're rubbing off on us. This is not good.
Where would you say is the cheapest place to sleep in this town?
Outdoors.
Will we be arrested for sleeping on the park bench?
Do you have experience in this?
No. Roll inside if you want.
I trust you. I don't care, actually, enough.
Yeah.
Sad, rolled an 18.
I was lying.
He kind of gives you a raised eyebrow and... not necessarily. I would... It does get rather cold here.
They probably don't have enough citizens for homelessness yet.
True, especially if you're killing them off every few months by sending them into the forest. So, sleeping recommendations?
There are numerous
Beds.
inns and
Cheapest.
taverns.
They're just beds.
Cheapest. To be honest, I don't know a whole lot of cheaper inns.
He doesn't know the budget. He doesn't know the budget options. Do you got like Yelp?
Do you have a... Do you
Yelp!
have, do you have a crier?
A Yelper.
Who just yells out the prices of things?
And like 4 stars.
Sale on sneakers at ye old co-op shop.
I have heard of the Jolly Llama. I believe that is on the less expensive side.
Very good.
Sounds great. Later, dude.
Yeah, of course.
We don't need
Thanks.
anything else, right?
No, I think we'll get our own supplies tonight in the morning, and then I think we'll just be able to...
Should we...
Oh wait, where are we meeting?
The
over by the
north-
western
Gate.
gate.
Okay,
I
Western Gate.
almost said north, so you got it.
Western Gate when?
You meet in
Time.
the north, you're gonna walk into the sea.
Time.
Sunrise.
Time. Oh man, that doesn't give us time to buy stuff tomorrow, does it?
Absolutely not.
Do you have like an arcane alarm clock?
Would these shops still be open tonight for a small amount
Yes,
of time?
yeah.
Business
No, we
hours.
It would be only about 4:30, maybe
Okay.
5 o'clock.
Okay.
So it's not.
Should hustle our
late
bustles over to the Iron Blossom and the Puzzled Shoe to get items. Or items and rides, I suppose.
I look forward to your return.
I
with
turn
our
away and
supplies.
start walking away.
Fantastic.
Later,
Yeah.
dude.
Pleasure.
So you're all leaving?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. What was forgetting?
Paris.
No.
Slap the piano.
Paris.
Marley.
Paris.
Marley kind of follows you out. Paris is still with you guys. Marley ushers you out, and at the gate. Again, thank you for coming today. I
You're
wish you
welcome.
well on your journeys and anticipate your return.
Thanks. If we don't come back, a little tip. Stop using so much hair gel.
I don't think that's gel. I think that's natural grease.
When all you eat is protein and sugar, I suppose.
Take a bath. I say bundled up in my ship blanket.
Take a bath.
I probably smell like the bottom of a ship.
Just
Probably.
salt and wet.
Uh-huh.
So the 4 of you are standing outside of the gates to Governor Cuthbert Norman's estate
What a dick.
with an extra 100 gold in your pockets, and that is where we will pick up next time.
Nice.
Cool beans.
Hey!
I realized during this episode or whatever that my voice in being half Kari the babysitter and half whatever the other one was is basically, if anyone else has seen She-Ra yet, it's Entrapta. So
Okay. Yeah.
Well, thank you for watching. Dresbahn, a 1d4 +1 adventure. I think we filled our quotas for today. Butts, poop.
Yep.
I didn't teach you anything about the
Shirtless
internet.
men.
That's true. Shirtless men. Headbutts to the groin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dicks.
Yeah.
Butts. Balls.
Dick, butt, balls. Yes, I don't think we have a date for our next one yet.
No, not yet.
Tentatively the 28th of April, but we'll discuss that and
Potentially.
potentially.
Yep.
Potentially. Perfect.
The next character name.
Yes. Cool. Well, thank you and bye-bye.